Let's get on to the big stories of the day, and who better to join us than the media writer for The Australian, Sophie Ellsworth. Sophie, welcome. Great to catch up with you as well.
Great to be here, Steve.
Just before we get on to other matters, what is your reaction to Premier Dan Andrews' decision to cancel the 2026 Commonwealth Games as a proud working Victorian?
Well, Steve, you had a very good editorial at the top of your show. This is a monumental failure that has made international headlines and is a shameful step in Andrew's legacy of Victoria. Today was hugely embarrassing. It's making headlines all around the world, particularly over in the UK. But I will say this, Steve, the Liberal opposition went along with the Commonwealth Games the whole way through this. It's only now that they've come out and really attacked it publicly, and rightly so, they should. But they were never in opposition to this. I thought it was a poor decision from the beginning. Don't forget, we've already got $165 billion net debt. Well, we plan to have that by 2025-26. So our debt levels here are through the roof. We've got blowouts everywhere in tunnels and roadworks and all the rest of it. I think this is a real disgrace the way it's been handled. And also, I will make this final point, Steve. Where is the COVID commander, now the Commonwealth Games chief, Jerome Weinmar? He was put in that plum position, as you point out, to lead the Games. He stuffed this up. He stuffed up COVID. Where is he today? Because I didn't see him answering questions in these press conferences.
No, he was there but wasn't allowed to speak. Now, I want to tap into your daytime expertise, but you work analysing how the media works in Australia. Dan Andrews, I think, is a fascinating case. He's made a career out of ignoring traditional media. He hasn't been on the state's top-rating radio station, 3AW, for as long as I can remember, 5-6 years, doesn't talk to Neil Mitchell, who rates number one. He's pulled advertising from the city's daily newspapers, including the Herald Sun. He's got a media team bigger than most newsrooms, and it keeps getting re-elected. It seems to have worked for him. Now, look, I've probably written, I'm guessing here, a dozen or more opinion columns criticising him, thousands of comments from readers supporting my arguments, but he just shrugs his shoulders. And I note, very interesting late today, Sophie, up it went on Twitter, Daniel Andrews, blue tick, and his explanation of what he'd done, and it's been viewed 600,000 times.
Well, Steve, he doesn't really have to answer very much to the media. The media in Victoria, apart from a few outlets such as News Corp, Sky News, yourself in your columns, actually take him to task. He's got a massive support base within the media contingency. The media down here is heavily skewed left. And also, not forgetting, we have an incredibly pathetic opposition who have not been able to land a glove on this guy. And it'll be interesting to see how they play this in the coming days and whether they can have an impact here. But he hasn't gone on Neil Mitchell, one of the key broadcasters down here. He doesn't go on mainstream media and do interviews, and he romped it in the last election. So go figure, and not forgetting how he handled the pandemic. So I don't know how much impact this will have, Steve. So we'll all be waiting to see how it plays out.